and happy Sunday to you all. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new, of course. Today I am making my pocket page for my family album week 21, and as I'm doing this voiceover I am sitting in my garden because it is beautiful weather outside. I started this spread with using papers from Jen Hadfield collection. I used different collections, but they all match very well together. This is from American Crafts. And I went ahead and I already printed out my photos and trimmed down the papers that I'm going to use. As you can see here, I am making a little flap because I had one photo too much, but I really wanted it to be on the pocket page, so this will be outside of the pocket and the base card will be in the pocket, and that way I can also put a photo on the back side for week 22. So after I've glued down all the papers and photos, I'm starting with the embellishments. So out of the little package with all the 3x4 cards, I took 2 cards and I trimmed them a little bit smaller to have one for journaling and one for, well, nothing really. I think it's just really cute, today's mood. And on the second card I am going to stamp the numbers 21. And I'm using a stamp set from Elizabeth Craft Design and of course my Stampin' Up! Ink, which I absolutely love. And once I'm done decorated this card, I've added some puffy letters and a little embellishment, and then we're going on to the next photo. So on one of the 12x12 sheets there are foam stickers, and I wanted to use this one for the photo of the boys that were relaxing after school, but it didn't really fit because it would either cover up one of their faces. So I put it on this photo from my daughter and the photo I took while visiting my dad. And on the same photo, or on the same foam sheet, there are these little corners that I put on the photo for the boys, so they have some embellishments, but it doesn't really cover any of the important parts of the photo. So after I've circled around today's mood, added some washi and a die cut, I remembered that in the 6x8 paper pad there is a sheet of cassette tapes, and I got these new earrings that are really huge cassette tapes. So after I stumbled around with the die cuts, I decided to make my own die cut and took out one of the 6x8 papers and made a little hanger, so it will be outside of the pockets once it's finished. So this 4x6 card is a photo of Ricardo, and I took a photo of him for our first barbecue of the summer. And the foam sticker that is from the Jen Hadfield collection was perfect. And I am just kind of struggling with decorating this little card because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. So I took a stem from the LS design and stamped the word barbecue in orange because I'm trying to use the same color so it will all be more cohesive, because there are a lot of colors and patterns happening. So I decided to use the orange stamping ink, and the same reason is that I'm using the same two washi tapes that are also from Jen Hadfield, so they will be all over the spread, so it will be more cohesive. So this photo is then done, and now I'm going to write my journaling, and I cut that out of the video because it's, well, me writing. And I'm trying to decorate this page, and again I'm so struggling and I'm not really happy with how it turned out, but not all pieces can be masterpieces, I guess. So now it's time to cover, or not to cover up, to embellish this photo I took of Yinta. And I've already added the frame, so I'm taking the same orange ink pad and using a stem from Jen Hadfield on a 3x4 card. And then I'm going to fussy cut it out. Also the little title that is on the 3x4 card, and I will add those to the photo. So this way I've used a 3x4 card in a totally different way, but I still have the same colors that match the collection. And it's also very 3D, but I didn't want to add more 3D foam because of the foam frame, and otherwise it would just be too big. So then this is done. I've added a little 3x4 card and for the bicycle exam from Yinta, and I'm stamping with the same orange a little text, and with some alphabet letters I'm spelling out the word exam. She was so nervous for this, and she practiced the route a couple of times, and she was so nervous, but she passed. So every child in her class passed, so it was a good year for the bicycle exam. So this was basically my spread for week 21. I hope you liked it. I had fun making it, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye!